Okay, quick check-in. This is the overriding theme of the week. I'm doing my daily messages a little bit different, so it's kind of like a week summary and broken down into days and the guidance specific to each day. And so this actually kind of summarizes the messages coming through for next week. But you can see that repeating number 333, power animal, tiger, which could be symbolic for some of you guys, but what this card's really about is success being imminent. Okay, and I've spoken about this before. This is on a spiritual level primarily is what this is talking about, knowing that, like, stay committed to your path, know that success is coming, do not doubt that at all. And if you need support to reach out to those that are connected to higher spiritual realms for readings, guidance, friendship, coffee, tea, whatever, and know that this is happening, okay? This imminent success, spiritual success. Again, I just want to make sure I just looked at this, but so yeah, just stay committed to your path and know that the light within you, the spiritual light within you, will guide you through any obstacles, any challenges coming up this week. And you know, my readings are collective, but it also funnels down into the personal life as well. And obviously the personal life funnels out into the collective as well. So the guidance really is about, you know, calling on divine golden light, generating that energy within and building your own light to expand out and help others, okay? But know that success is imminent. So if there's any fear or doubt about your path or the state of the world or anything that's going on right now, know that the ultimate success in the highest good is happening. So there's no need to worry, which I believe I said last time I did a video. Strength. Anything that comes up this week, know that you are strong enough to overcome it. That is right in alignment, as well as this card. Going through a rapid phase of growth on the planet, both frequency wise as well as just learning new things about you could be growing with your gifts and your abilities. That came up this week. And if you need, reach out to a spiritual mentor or someone to help you with this growth, to help you to actualize your potential, to see it within yourself. A lot of times we're blind to the shadows, the wounds and traumas, but it's also hard for us to see our light and our gifts. So it's good to have somebody to help guide you through that as well, if that resonates with you. There's a need to kind of really break through any restrictive thoughts or belief systems to really liberate yourself. And this also goes back to the clearing of the field, which I spoke about last week, or I may have been 2 weeks ago, the dark spell being broken. So there was this, it was like a kind of a dark cloud, a cover over the collective of fear that kept people controlled. They were not able to expand into the higher gateways, higher chakras, and fully connect to source energy. So there is this new feeling of liberation and freedom. And that's what this growth is. So if any challenges come up with this growth, know that the process is spiritual liberation. So you're breaking through these limits and really beginning to expand. And you're strong enough to do it, okay? There is a rebirth happening collectively as well as individually. So everyone may experience this on different levels. But there's freedom to like completely and totally reinvent yourself, to begin to like the breath of life, blowing the breath of life into your dreams. Okay, so you have this freedom to explore unexplored territory within your own life. Like, what is it that you're being called to do? What is your heart calling you to do? And the visual I got was a dream being just filled with divine essence and divine love and divine light to expand into everything that you want and need. Okay. Through the process of this developing and cocooning, and it's like the imagery they're giving me is of a womb. So it's the creative process of really building and generating this idea. And they're saying to do that within yourself. So say you have a new idea, a new project you want to have launch, you want to breathe life into. There still may need to be some incubation, okay? And that could be with the global scene as well as the collective energies. There's an incubation phase. So you have this rebirth, you have this new life that is being birthed, and it needs time to be nourished and loved into fruition. So take the time you need to really sit with an idea, to develop it and help it to grow strong enough where then you can present it to the world or expand, and there's no what is that called? Contamination. So when you have a new idea, if you throw it out into the world, what can happen is conscious contamination can get into that's fears, doubts, it's other people's fears and doubts, unless you've really nourished it so it's strong enough within your heart space and within the creative womb of creation to really birth this idea in a powerful way. So make sure that the idea is really formulated, it's strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet, because at some point the idea becomes its own consciousness. So you birth it. It's like a child. Creativity. Those of you that are creative understand what I'm talking about in that sense. And so when you put it out in the world, the idea itself becomes its own conscious entity. And that will in itself bring in what it needs to, attract what it needs to, and build what it needs to with your guidance and your love into it. Okay, you're the mother, father of that creation that needs to nourish it and care for it and love it. But the entity itself becomes its own consciousness as well. Hopefully that makes sense. So a lot of you guys haven't even birthed the idea of what this is, and this could be the collective shift we're moving into, the fear-based to the love-based. The reality we're moving into, I received this message years ago. The reality we're moving into is, sorry, it's thin walls here. The reality we're moving into is so expansive, so miraculous, so beautiful that you can't even really fathom it. So a lot of you guys will start receiving ideas, visions as to what we're moving into. The creations haven't even been birthed in the consciousness yet, even though they're being created in the field. So it's through the subconscious, it's through your spiritual connection, it's through your destiny and past lives and whatever your mission for this life was. So they really want you to be receptive to information that's coming into you and and open up to receive these signs, this guidance, and these ideas. And allow those ideas to kind of flow through you. There is a need to clear out the old, but also to kind of go with the flow. So you're going to receive these ideas, these visions, possibly perceptions of the future, and they're asking you to kind of dance with these ideas. It's not going to come in the linear landscape that we're used to working with in the three-dimensional distorted matrix. This is a spiral, okay? And sometimes it's not even that. So it's like, one day you could get this glimpse a specific vision, and then 3 weeks later you'll get another vision, and another, and then eventually the entire picture is formulated, but it's not going to necessarily be linear. So pay attention to, it's good to have a notebook and just write ideas down as they come in, and eventually you will put the whole puzzle together, and that's intended so you can start integrating these pieces, and then when you're ready to integrate the whole thing or act on it or birth it, it will come to you at that point. Yeah, so through this process, because of the way things are happening now, it's little bits and pieces are coming. Okay, so this is on a world stage, this is collectively, this is personally. Know that miracles are happening. You have to have a faith that these little pieces are coming together to create the puzzle that you need to move forward. And this is in a miraculous way. When you need something to come to you, to receive something for your life path to unfold the way it's meant to, it will arrive. And it's going to be, it doesn't have to be outside of logic, but many times it is outside of logic. And I talk about this a lot too, the billions, infinite ways that the universe can compose situations, people, energies to unfold a specific path are outside of your ability to comprehend. So when you let go of the how is something going to come together? How is it going to be built? And you allow the universe to step in and do that for you. Then you are opening up to an infinite number of solutions and hows, instead of having one that you try to control. That's not the way this new higher frequency energy works that we are now beginning to work with. You have to open up to the infinity and the way things come together, that the infinite intelligence, divine intelligence, and how divine intelligence will compose the path for you, will miraculously pull things together for your vision and your creation to be birthed on the earth plane. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really showing these cards today, but these two came out back to back. So, and then dance. So, the concept of magic, miracles, okay? Stay devoted to your path. Generate, harness this love-based energy, the divine golden light. Stay focused on what it is you're creating, but release the hows. Allow the universe to show you the path. So some of you guys, these ideas are really formulated, and I feel like there might be some frustration in how it's going to all manifest, how it's going to be birthed. They're saying just be open, go with the flow, when things happen or visions come in, allow yourself to step into that and play with that idea, and then know that magic and miracles are happening. Okay, one piece of guidance for the week. Yeah, just have hope if there's any challenges that come through. Just have hope that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Know that your success is imminent. Success is imminent. There's nothing to fear here. Okay, if you need anything, please email me, Mariah@onepreciouslight.com. Sending love.